Hi, I'm Jack Panu from Jack Panu Productions, and I'm executive producer for Lurking Woods, which is a movie of Rodman Pictures. Yeah, Lurking Woods, Rodman from Rodman Pictures, he came and approached me he gave me the script and I read it, and he said, if you like it, you can come on board. And I read the script and it was fantastic. So I straight away jumped on board to become executive producer for Lurking Woods. The most rewarding was that because the script was really good, and now it has been shot, and there's a lot of exposure in Malaysia, and that for me is quite rewarding actually. I was so much attracted to the story because it is kind of stories I like, with a short crew, few actors, and it was really a intensely moving kind of story, and I sort of like this kind of stories. I'm from Ipoh in Perak, Malaysia, and I started my training as an actor in 2000. Then I started in production as a producer in 2010, and I've done 3 or 4 movies after that. Yeah, my first feature movie production was in 2010, and that is Raven's Cabin, and that was with a couple of my friends combined together, and we did a feature movie, which was quite a learning experience. Uh, yeah, at the moment we are working on a project for somewhere early next year, maybe March or April, and its title is Retribution, or maybe the title is still not confirmed, but it will be somewhere in March or April next year. Basically, because we are from Malaysian origin, uh, and we expect the Malaysian to understand our point of view much more better than another foreign movie being showed in Malaysia. It's our it's like orang tempatan, as they call us. So I think the local people will adapt more to our ideology. In one word, I would say it's an amazing movie, amazing film, with such a nice cast and crew and director and producer. Especially we got one of the best directors from Malaysia, and yeah, no, it was an amazing experience.
All right. We had planned to make a movie. Um, as people know, that I've always planned to make 2 movies a year in Perth, Australia, where I live now. And I went over to Malaysia and met Rizal Halim, the director of Lurking Woods, and we planned a movie, an action movie, but we ended up with a suspense thriller story. And from there, Lurking Woods was born. And it was a very, very interesting story. And I thought that I will actually turn the story into reality. And that is how it was started. Okay, Rodman Pictures was born in 2013 in Western Australia. I started my first movie in April 2013. So basically, the company is Australian. But I would love in future to film my movies between both of my beloved countries, Malaysia and Australia. But we'll see at the right time. All right. Most of my projects are financed by myself. In fact, all of the projects are financed by myself. But as any other production, we grow bigger and we need to get people to work with us. As we grow, I got to know another very, very pleasant, nice Malaysian, or born Malaysian, Mr. Jack Panu from Jack Panu Productions. And I had a chat with him about Lurking Woods. He saw the script, he loved the script, and he says, yes, I'll come in as an executive producer. So basically, that was how we started. And I also had another executive producer, Mr. Ong Teng Boon from Malaysia, who had also loved the script. He got on board with us, and an Aussie person called Rowan Scott. And the combination of four of us, we produced Lurking Woods. And in future, I'd love to work with my fellow Malaysian, Jack Panu. All right. Lurking Woods, I would say we did not have much of a problem. The man upstairs was very, very kind to us. It was filmed in winter, and yet we didn't have much rain at that time. The biggest problem we had was the time factor, because Rizal, my director, had only 9 days with us. And we had to film this movie between that time. And we doubt that we could finish it, but then me and my co-producer, Daryl Westrop, we planned it correctly with enough planning and the talented actors that I work with. We took very, very little takes in most of the scenes, and we managed to pull it off in 9 days. So I would say the stress of making this film was only the time frame and nothing else. The rest of it was a lot of fun. This film was actually created by accident, right? As I said earlier, we wanted to make an action film. But when we looked at the budget and we looked at what we could work with and also the time frame, it was very, very difficult to work an action film in that time frame and that particular budget. So we created something, and something good came out of it, and that's how Lurking Woods was born. Okay. I won't tell you too much about the film. As you know, it's a suspense thriller, so I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert, except that it's going to be very, very interesting, full of twists. We are planning to screen premieres both in Malaysia and also in Australia. The plan is to screen it in 3 to 4 cities in Malaysia and 2 to 3 cities in Australia. We're looking at October, but we have to decide whether we're going to screen it in Malaysia first or Australia first. But as plan is going through, I would think that Malaysia or the Malaysians will see Lurking Woods first at the premiere. Everything, from head to tail. So what we do is we start pre-production. When we get an idea, we get a story out, we'll have to work the story, work a budget, get investors. I can go on and on and on. So instead of boring everybody, right, basically the producer runs from head to tail, everything. And he makes sure that everything is run smoothly, from food, catering, to the camera crew, makeup artists, sound, post-production, and not forgetting the marketing after that. It has been nothing but fun. I think I've had a very, very good, strong, passionate team like me. I've got passionate executive producers like Jack, right? And I am so lucky to have all these people around Rodman Pictures. And I'm very sure that we will make future projects as much fun as we did Lurking Woods.